Do you consider yourself to be a spiritual or a religious person?
I am more spiritual, as I said earlier, so I believe that there is a bigger power than us, but I wouldn't say that it is a specific God or a specific person. I just believe there's a higher energy. And growing up, I was traditionally Baptist growing up, but after high school, I started to branch away and find what truly found what worked best for me.
Do you have any spiritual beliefs that help you cope with stress?
I do believe that my spiritual beliefs help me with stress, though. It has made me see the bigger picture in things and not to focus so much on the now. It makes me think this is just a moment in time, and there's so many better opportunities that lie ahead to not stress out, and that is just a day or a second in what lies ahead.
What gives your life meaning?
What gives my life meaning? I would say hope. And by hope, I mean I have struggled with personal issues, coming to terms with who I am as a person, and always looking ahead to what's better. And I would say that gives my life purpose is hope. Because without hope, you're just living your life. Not real. For me, this is just my opinion, but I like knowing that there's something ahead, something worth fighting for, something worth changing, something worth living for.
On a scale of 0 being the least important and 5 being very important, do you rate the importance of faith and belief in your life?
I would say the importance of faith in my life is kind of a 5. It's not it's not something I would base everything in my life choices on, but I would say that it definitely I weigh my options on, does this better myself as a human being? Does this better the community around me if it's a bigger decision than that? But I would say my faith in general has not defined my outcome on life. But that's me.
How have your beliefs influenced you in the way you handle stress?
I would say my beliefs have had an impact on how I handle stress. I do believe that we all have a bigger purpose in life rather than the situations that we're in, for example, homework or work. I will believe that we do have a greater purpose than the here and now, and not to stress on something that in the end is just a small blip on our entire life. And so I would use that as a way to calm myself down and think this is just now, rather than we have our whole lives ahead of us. We have so many opportunities. Why stress on something that is just so temporary?
What role do your beliefs play in your healthcare decision making process?
I do believe my beliefs have not had too much of an impact in my healthcare decision making. Since I am more spiritual rather than religious, I do what I feel is right for me, not for someone else or a God in my definition. I would say I choose my healthcare to what best fits for me or what best fits for my family, my future family. I don't have any children or spouse yet, but I would choose the healthcare that best fits us.
How would you like your healthcare provider to use this information about your spirituality as they care for you?
And I would not like my health care provider to base my health care on my spirituality, because I believe that's, for me personally, I differentiate the two. And since I don't have any specific needs in my religious spiritual beliefs, I differentiate the two.
Are you part of a religious or a spiritual community? If so, how does this support impact you?
I am not part of a spiritual or religious community, but I do believe that there is an importance in having them for individuals who are religious or spiritual. And that's one thing I did miss about church, was having that support group growing up of people who I could tell my problems to, and they would help me through stress. And I think that's really important and really crucial in today, to find a group of people who can lift you up, not bring you down. Just make sure the group is not harmful or suppressive towards your well-being. Especially growing up, I am a member of the LGBTQ plus community, and they kind of shut that down. So make sure that your group is supportive of you, only wants to see you better as an individual.